We're now on screen.
We're not on screen, are we actually
We're on screen. He left. He's in the opening scene. Myth got up. What? 5 seconds ago?
Tickle me pink. Every time that Brad has that look on his face right there, it makes me laugh so much.
What is wrong with this cast? Like, why? Where is he? Straight up, he got up as the logo appeared on screen and left.
Oh my god.
It's a bit, right? It has to be a bit. He's done it for
He's still gone.
No, it's not.
Oh, thanks for joining us. Where did you fucking go?
The bathroom?
Okay, great.
Are we live?
Unbelievable. Yeah, we're live. Yeah, we're live because I said we're going to be live in 30 seconds, and then you waited 20 seconds and then said bye and got up and left. And then we were on screen.
I don't know what to say. Don't get old. I don't know.
You're supposed to be in the opening scene.
Okay.
I've changed my mind. I don't want you in it.
Okay.
I'm going to
All
make it. I'm going to move my script around. So if you'd all turn to page... This is what we have to do. This is live shows. You could turn to page 4. Which is where we introduce Scott and Rickard.
Is this the rewrites that came through at 11?
Yep, don't blame me.
There
Don't blame
wasn't
me. Yeah, that came from on high. There are 2 members of Table.
Again?
I'm not putting any names on the rewrites. Okay? But each and every single goddamn week we get 11 PM rewrites, and then we don't have time to do a table read. And
Okay, on the fold out, because for the visual learners, is it in the top quadrant?
It's right after the kissing scene.
Got it. Okay, ready.
all right. So yeah, no Fitch.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, right. Sorry.
According to my notes, last week I wrote, Gott and Rickard are still trying to dispose of the body. It is nighttime. That's all I wrote. So, what are you up to? What are you guys doing?
Yeah. Yes, of course. Gott,
Yes. What?
we have got to dispose of this body. It's nighttime.
I know. I was holding a ceremony for the body. He's in the lake.
Yes, I think Seth would love that, but the issue is that if we leave the body in town, the sheriff is probably going to rip me in half vertically.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that would be a bad way to go.
It'll be quick, though. He has big hands.
Would it be? What if he started at the bottom half?
Depends on how fast he pulls. You know, if he grabbed you by the cheeks, maybe perhaps like loaves of bread and just like didn't grab too hard or with nails, but like, you know, just held on to you so you didn't feel any pain. And then like, so like whipping open like a breadfruit or something. Just spilling you out. And I think maybe perhaps about a second or two worth of pain. But yes.
Okay. Listen, I have to go back to the tavern and do a ditty. Can you take the body and bury it outside of town?
There is oil in the tavern.
What?
I am confused by what a ditty is.
I've got to go sing a song. I've got to go perform.
You call that diddying?
Yes.
Oh. Okay. Well, enjoy your diddying. I'll just dispose of this corpse. How do you want me to do that? I was doing it.
I just said I need you to take it outside of town and please bury it under the
Bury it.
ground. Dig a
Under
hole.
the ground.
Put
Dig a
her in
hole.
it.
Put her in it.
Cover her up with the dirt.
Cover up with the dirt.
Okay? Outside of town.
These are strange practices.
Yeah, I know.
Outside of
it's
town.
so strange.
Very well. I think at the end of the previous episode, I had already shot the arrow. I landed with like an 18. And so I guess I've now winding the stump towards the shore. And GM willing, if it's now on the shore, I would like to know. Throw this mangled thing. Wait, Rickard,
Yes?
can I have your blouse?
No. What for?
To wrap this up.
She's in a robe. Use the robe.
Okay.
Here. Prestidigitation. And can I dry the robe? Does that work? I don't know.
Probably. I guess so.
Could you, stitch this so it's... You turn the rope to a bag? Just the neck hole.
1 cubic foot of robe. Whatever that is.
Can I... Is
So if
that
you do it,
something
like, 3
prestidigitation
times.
can do? Can it stitch...
You're a master
You can't
costume
fix things, no.
guy. I thought maybe
Yeah,
perhaps you
That's
could just
mending.
stitch that.
I do not have a sewing kit.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry, what's mending?
Mending is a cantrip.
Mm-hmm.
That you
In that
have.
case, I just grab the sleeves and I tie them in a knot, and then I hoist her corpse over my shoulder, and then just lick my thumb, put my thumb into the air, and then walk towards the edge of town. Corpse duty.
Okay.
Stinking
And
Seth.
I start running back to the tavern.
Running.
I don't want to be late. I'm not sure exactly when he said I needed to be there, but it is night.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, you run back to the tavern. And I think it is not, this guy and this town are not quite like, oh, you must be here at precisely 8:45 like
Right.
me before the show, when you and Myre consistently show up late every week.
I was here at 1:45.
Well,
I
don't
wasn't.
think anyone can prove that.
I'm with Brad on this one. How much XP can I get?
1 XP.
Sweet. Thank you.
Okay. You just start performing?
Yeah, when I get there, yes.
Okay. Are you performing? For the night crowd. This place is more packed out than it was in the day, but it's not really even a bustling tavern.
Okay.
What are you doing? What type of performance?
I'm doing a little ditty.
Just desperate to blacklist the entire channel. Keep saying it.
What? No. It
Are you trying to
means
say
I'm doing
ditty?
A little song and
Are you supposed to be putting T's there, but you don't know that it's T's? Because you really have to stop saying doing a ditty. Because it's the worst thing you can say.
What it is.
I did not make that connection
Unbelievable.
at all.
All right, he made it. He caught up. So, what do
As
you
I'm
want to do
here.
instead?
I would like to do a ditty.
A puffy. Okay, you do a ditty.
Yeah.
Great.
Do you want me to perform? You want me to sing a song live on stream?
Yeah. Yeah, I do.
Okay, I've got something. Hold on.
I've been around the world.
Can't. No. I'm sorry. I can't do what I was going to do. Yeah, I just sing a song. It's a good one. It's a popular one.
Okay, let's see how popular. Roll me a performance check.
It's just a basic song that probably everyone has already heard. It might have topped the charts in 2002, 2003, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Is it about fireflies?
No.
Oh.
A 12.
Oof. Not good. Not a great performance from you. How does that make you feel?
I fully blame this podunk audience. They clearly don't know art when it's right in front of them.
Okay.
You know?
Roll me,
I feel like it's not my fault.
Roll me 2d10. You get 5 silver and 10 copper. So 6 silver.
Right. Thank you, GM.
In the hat.
Anything else you need me to do?
It is at this time. The door opens. There is a small individual there. And a much larger individual there. You recognize one of them. However, we cut to Got. Got! What are you doing? How are you approaching this burial? Is the plan, right?
I'm just walking to the edge of town, and once I'm past the town limits, I imagine there's a sign saying, "Welcome to Shithole, population 55." I walk towards nearest clearing, I guess. I look for like trees and find a clearing, and then grab the robe of Seth and drop it on the floor. Then I dig maybe half a foot, because digging is tiring work. And then I just try to start to cram the body into this tiny shallow grave. And then I get whatever dirt I had and I sprinkle it back on the corpse. Disgusting rituals. And then I then turn to the corpse And then I cross my legs. And I stare at the body silently. Well, the dirt mound. Silently.
Do you follow a religion?
Yes. I am, in fact, following it right now.
Oh. What is it?
Well, it is one of the old religions of Root and Stone. I follow Thalora Hidden Fang. And it just so happens that one of the rituals, or the best ways in which we give back to our god, is simply through silence, alone. And so this ritual, this burial of Seth, is just me sitting cross-legged, staring at the body. Well, dirt mound. Next time, write more in the religion section, and I'll give you more.
Okay, such as the fact that the 7 old ones have a very specific god of death known as Morlith the Hollow Stag, and...
That's not my god.
Well, it is. The old ways of Root and Stone is 7 gods. It's a pantheon of 7 gods, and they all...
That's not what you sold it to me as.
Okay, well,
You should have spoken to me about this.
didn't listen.
Totally did. You said, oh, maybe you should do this because this is all about survival. Yes, the Lord Hidden Fang.
Right, yeah, you can follow one of them over the others, but the whole thing is the religion. The 7 old ones together are the old gods, and the old ways. So part of the old ways is to actually, I mean, you're close enough. You bury someone, but you leave a white stone on the grave. Spending a night in absolute silence by the grave is correct as well.
And that is what I do.
Okay.
And instead of a white stone, it's my tusk because I gave it to her anyway. It's a white stone enough. Is that enough for now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe. I guess it depends on whether Morlith believes that to be enough.
Well, if he wants more, he'll get it. If he asks, I sit down and I stare at the body.
Okay, yeah. The body which is buried in half a foot of grave and dirt.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it
So you
looks
can't see it.
exactly like you would expect it to look. I mean, half a
mound
foot.
of it's a mound of disturbed soil.
Okay, all right. A couple of tufts of red hair sticking out. Maybe a finger.
You did not say how deep to bury the body.
He didn't know. And as the sort of dog of the group, you've done exactly what a dog would do.
That's right.
A shallow grave, and then just lay by it, sadly. Okay, all right. Bitch at the church.
What did you just call me?
Bitch at the church.
What was that?
Bitch.
Thought so.
I'm
What were you saying? Go on.
gonna call you Howlin'.
No, I just thought you called me a bitch.
Oh. No, I would never.
You don't want to do that. Those are fighting words.
You're half barbarian.
Okay, what's up? Right, that's right. And halfling.
You were asked very politely by the preacher here to leave until morning. I think he is sort of tapping he's tapping his foot and like waiting for you to leave so he can lock up
To
after
get out,
you.
yeah, so he could leave. Right, I think I tried to make my way to the tavern.
Okay.
And then just sort of like, I guess follow the people or the music or where people are coming from if they're like
You don't get that far.
potentially. Okay, great.
You make it about 1 foot outside of the door, and the sounds of the door closing behind you and then locking and like the wooden thing that goes
Comedically
in
close behind me.
Yeah. But sort of
Okay.
maybe casually leaning against the outside of the church is another orc. Would you like to introduce your character?
Yes. It is a tall orc. It's quite slender, slightly muscular, quite scarred in various places. Wearing a set of fairly plain armor. Seems well dressed, chainmail. Standing with one side of her head shaved, the other side with long, thick hair. Short tusks protruding from the bottom lip. Long sword on the back. Shield slung over the other shoulder. Standing with a somewhat amused expression on her face as she watches Fitch leave and nods to the priest as he also steps outside, locking up the door. No, it is finished then. This one here, he has completed his task.
Yeah, like a window slides open and the priest pokes his head through, white veneers, and he says, yeah, right here, this guy.
He has fixed
Was
the
there a
pews you
problem?
asked for him to fix, or he needs to do more work for you.
He's got
I'm still
two
fixing
more to do. He's gonna come back in the morning. Ain't that right? Bright and early.
Yeah, bright and early. What's going on? Oh, bright and early. I was gonna continue throughout the evening. Is everything okay? Is everything all good? Hi.
Hello, it is good to meet you. I've been watching you for a while now. It seems the priest is past his bedtime. Perhaps he wants you to complete his task in the morning.
I figured that, but it's just anyway.
It is okay. I will look after you. I will come with you. Where are you going?
Oh, like you're my bodyguard? You're my bodyguard?
I think the priest called it a babysitter, but bodyguard does not work.
Yeah, sitting. It's fine. Yeah, all right. Let's go. So I gotta find my friends. So let's I think they're this way. Oh,
You have friends. Your friends help you get you into this mess here.
oh yeah.
And why are they not helping you fix it? Why have they
Well, I
left you all
did it.
alone?
I did it. My friend died. I have a friend that unfortunately passed, and in my mourning, I must have. I'm very powerful, and I must have. There's magic that courses through my veins, and if I'm not careful, things happen, and I may have pewed pews.
That is
You know?
interesting. Perhaps you should tell me more of this power you have while we go see your friends.
Sure, it's an untamed power. It's more of one that I think that we would be able to just see if I was able to have it.
And I pat him on the back and I guide him towards what I assume to be the only major tavern in town.
Yeah, there
Right, I
really
wasn't
is only
expecting-
one. It is the Plough and Pint with its living harvest wall. As you arrive, a pretty average performance of a very famous song from a few years ago sort of closes out. A few people scatter some coins in a hat in front of the bard as he finishes his performance for the evening. The door opens. Two figures stand in the doorway, Ricard. One larger than the other, significantly so. Yeah.
That was for saying I was very powerful. I got a 7.
Ricard, the tavern
I
owner.
seem amused by you.
The tavern owner
Pretty
waves at you and says, "Here, you want something to drink now?
Yes. Yes, I do.
You want a bowl of chicken?
a bowl of chicken?
Oh, we got a bowl
Does
of
that
chicken
mean-
and some bread, fresh butter.
Okay.
All right, pick any table."
All right, I pick a table and sit down. I'm eyeing the two that just came in.
That's my friend. That's my friend. That's my friend. That's Rickard.
This one
That's
here
Rickard.
is your friend. This one,
That's
the one
right,
he was
yeah, that's
singing.
him. Yeah, what
His
is it?
performance was very average. You should pick better friends.
What? Yeah, whatever, sure, whatever. Come on, let's go. I'll introduce you.
Very well.
I sort of strut up to the table, a little taller than usual. Hello, Rickard. I have someone that will be watching
I'll
over
sign
my
it
body.
later. I'm eating right now.
No, it's me. No, I'm not. It's me. It's.
What?
Hi, it's me. I was let off for the evening. I've got one of my pews finished. There's 2 more. 1 out of 3 done, or 2 out of 3 not done, depending on how you look at it. Anyway, this is my bodyguard. She will be watching my body
Babysitter.
or sitting.
It's a pleasure to meet you. Hello. I
on
am
babies
Tura.
or something.
Oh,
What was your name?
And I
Tura?
hold a large hand out in front of Rickard. Tura, though.
I hold a very respectable, slightly above average hand out and
I
shake
clasp
it
it
back.
strongly, but without any sort of attempt at overpowering you, and shake it heartily.
Oh yeah, I match it. I
sure,
I
wow.
match.
Good grip.
Give a little firmness. Oh yes, it's lovely to meet the common people. Hello, my name is Rickard of the Fabulous Three. You may have heard of us.
I cannot say I have. Should I have heard of you? What sort of things do you do?
Well, you mean we were very successful in the Silver Jubilee, the great Jubilee race. We won.
Well, congratulations are in order. I see one too. Where is the other?
He is taking care of something.
Horrific flash sideways to like like him stuffing Seth's body into a shallow grave.
Bones crack.
Just horrific.
Squelching
And then
noises.
straight back to the tavern.
Oh, well, I suppose you will not mind if I join you for some dinner tonight then.
Not at all.
Not at all.
Please. Please.
Yes.
And
Oh, new
I'll
guy.
Walk
You're
over
back.
to the bar and go order myself some food.
It's not just. I'm not that. She's been watching me for a while, actually, she said.
Oh, really?
Uh-huh.
Why?
I don't know, I guess you could say, I don't know, maybe because she heard how powerful I am. Anyway, I'm gonna go get some food as well. Excuse me. And I hop off the bench and I follow along to catch up to Tura. Anyway, so that was... And I leave and I come back and I go, hey, do you want any food? Do you want anything? I'm getting up.
I've already got, thank you. I've got a bowl of chicken.
Oh.
I come
That I
back and
assume has
I
been-
put 2 bowls of chicken down on the table and 2
Oh.
large mugs of beer, one in front of Fitch and one in front of myself. And I sit down heavily on the chair next to Rickard.
Okay.
It's good food here.
Yeah, well, I haven't tried it yet, but I am sure it will. How is the food? How's the food, Rickard? I've been
How is the
working
food?
up an appetite because I've been working all day. As I sort of make a gesture towards Tura.
Oh,
What
he has been
is,
working very hard.
I've been breaking a sweat, getting the blood pumping, and the heart pounding. But anyway, I've worked up quite an appetite, so if you excuse me.
No, more
So
to
I'm
come
getting to dig
tomorrow. You
in.
should keep your appetite. Eat. Go on, eat. And I watch him
Did
eat
you say
with
corn feet? What did you just
gusto.
say?
It's chicken. Wait, what?
I thought you said something about corn feet.
I watch you eat with gusto.
Ah, yes. Perfect.
Look at him go. He's a hearty man. He's eating.
I'm sorry, man. I'm a big eater.
Yes,
So,
very,
Rickard.
very good, new guy.
This man is fresh to you? You do not know each other?
I think his name starts with an H.
Please told me his name was Fitch.
Oh.
Is this not correct?
Oh, right. No. Yes, it is.
You are not helping him with his task, then. You do not help your friends?
Well, I don't have any skill with putting benches back together.
Oh.
Not at all.
So-
He's got awful skill.
What
He
do you
can't
have
stop.
skills in, then?
Oh, you know, a little of this, a little of that. I sling my loot over.
Ah, yes, the racket I heard outside.
He does that one quad
That's
very
right.
well.
What?
Well, there's always time for you to improve, I'm sure.
Great. It's a great way. It's a great chord.
Listen, I'm very good most of the time. Everyone has a little bit of performance anxiety now and again, and it's
Not
very
me.
normal.
Not me, Tora.
Okay?
I know.
Yes, you are correct. Everybody does. Just keep
Everyone.
trying. Every time you try, you get better. So don't worry about it.
I suppose that's true, darling.
I offer him a really friendly smile. There's no hint of malice, just a genuine warm
Yeah,
smile.
I offer the exact opposite in return. Like, it's a big smile, but it does not reach the eyes at all. Oh, you.
I note that instantly. A keen eye. And see exactly what you are immediately.
Oh, good. And what am I?
So you are here in town. What for?
Well, we're actually on a quest, and we were just passing through, and our friend sort of got herself killed. And
my
we tried
condolences.
to resurrect her, and we spent lots of money, and it
All of
turns
our
out
money.
she didn't want to come back.
It's
So,
all of our money. We would have none. I think, unless you're holding out on us. We're good.
anyways,
So you are the adventuring sort.
yes, that is
Oh.
right. We are adventurers.
And what is it you are currently questing for?
We're making
Must have been a
delivery.
dangerous quest for somebody to die.
Yep. Well, yeah, it's sort of well, I mean, I don't know. I guess any quest can be dangerous when you're on the road a lot, right?
There are many horrors on the road.
That's right. Well, we
That's right.
were accosted by a really big stone,
Like a rock.
and it didn't go
stone?
well for
Not
our
a
friend,
stone
yes.
golem, or perhaps a thing with arms and legs and
No.
teeth.
It was inanimate.
I see. You underestimated your opponent, I assume?
Well, I didn't. Our old friend did.
Perhaps you should choose better friends, as I say to this man.
I agree.
Cough up a bunch of chicken.
Anybody want another mug of cider?
2. Yes, I will have 2, please.
What do you want? Sunreach cider. We got special cider.
Your special cider. What is in the special cider?
What's special cider? What's that?
Well, it's made with local Sunreach apples, but they're brewed from the seeds of arcane imbued apple seeds.
Oh, arcane imbued.
Yeah, they've got a protected apple orchard up the road a bit.
Then I will have 3 glasses.
Right, 3 glasses.
I'm
Okay.
quite good, thank you so much.
Just to let you know, and I'm not saying you're not good for it, but this is 5 gold pieces, as opposed to a normal cider, which is 5 copper pieces. If you want a special cider,
They're 5 gold pieces
5
each.
gold pieces
it's special. It's in
No,
the
I
name.
get it.
for 1 mug.
It's special. It's in the name.
Get it.
Seems
I
look
look
unreasonable
at my
for-
new friend.
I look at the barkeep. I've spent some time in Sunreach by now, and I will not be mugged off. So I want to insight check to see if I feel like he's mugging me off.
Go for it. Did we give you gold, by the way?
I have some gold, yeah.
Okay.
No, I'm just making it a night up.
All right.
20.
No, he's telling the truth. It's pretty good. It is probably worth the cost
5 gold per glass, or 5 gold for all 3.
for 1 mug of cider.
For 1 mug of cider.
Yeah.
Then I will just have the 1 mug.
Okay.
And I take out 5 gold pieces from my pouch and place them on the table. But I want to
Smart
drink it
enough.
first. And then I will decide if it is worth it.
Oh. All right.
You want to have a sip of it first, or you want to drink the whole thing first?
You know what? I reckon it'll be worth it.
I suppose we shall find out. Bring
All
it.
right. You two?
I don't have any
I'm
money.
still working on mine. Thank you so much.
All right. You want a normal mug? He says to you, Fitch.
No, I'm good with mine right now. I just finished one, and I would, but I don't have any money, so I'm good for now.
A normal cider for this man. Come on, drink up. It is a long, long day. And I put down, what is it, a copper?
Okay.
I put down another gold piece on the table.
Yeah, and no, yeah, the other is for just a standard cider. It's 2 copper.
What's a copper to gold translation?
10 copper.
100.
10
to-
copper
Well,
for
10 copper.
gold.
Oh wait, you only have gold pieces.
Yeah.
It's 10 copper to a silver and 10 silver to a gold.
So 100 copper.
So
So-
100
Yep.
copper.
Okay. Then yeah. All right then.
Okay.
I'll have one. Thank you.
He heads off. He pours a mug of standard Sunreach cider and then Sunreach special cider. Comes back, places just a ratty looking mug on the table and slides it to Fitch, and then places a proper tankard and sort of a steel looking thing.
Now we are talking.
And a
Delicious.
mug of strong smelling apple cider, but with it's almost like, have you ever had like Goldstrike, where it has like bits of gold in it?
Took me back, Jesus.
But it's like that. It has floating like arcane beads in it. As you look into it,
gross.
like a little constellation of
I gave it a big sniff.
apple cider.
You got some shit in yours. What was that?
But not no, it looks like special decoration. You want to sip?
No, it looks like it's like the bottom of the barrel stuff, like mold or something.
What's the barkeep's name here?
His name is Alden Merrick.
Merrick would not give me bottom of the barrel things. I am a good customer of his. And I take the mug in
Okay.
both hands and I take a hearty draft from it. Does it taste any different? Have any noticeable effect?
It
For
tastes
5 gold.
absolutely wonderful.
Ooh.
It is exceptionally crisp. It is the perfect temperature. And there is a deep sense of inspiration from it as you gain a heroic inspiration.
Ah. I feel this is worth the 5 gold. You are correct. Take it. And I push
I
the
told
gold
you.
towards Merrick.
Adventurers love this stuff. Don't know why. Thank you.
What happens if I already had inspiration? I've been cheated.
How do you
take
already
it.
have one? You didn't exist.
You gave me something when I was making the character for some reason.
Oh, wow.
If I go back, I will find it. In fact, Seth had inspiration as well. That never got used.
Seth's dead.
I know.
I hate to tell you this as we flash sideways again.
You could have
And we
used your
see-
inspiration to avoid the.
How, I don't think it would have avoided anything. She would have just died.
Yeah, I don't think.
There were just no
Yeah,
rolls
if you
to
would have
avoid
if
it.
you would have succeeded your
could have succeeded the
Constitution
cons,
check, you would have only taken 5 damage instead of 10.
Yeah, roll it now. Let's see what happens.
Who's counting? God, let it go.
Yeah, jeez.
If you already have a heroic inspiration, you can hold on to it. You can have 2 for the session, but use it this session.
Sure. So you are in town, you are on some sort of quest. I too am doing adventuring, as you call it. I find myself in Sunreach here for a short time. You find yourself in need of a companion? It seems like you have a space for you.
Yes.
Oh,
Sorry,
great, then
yes,
I
we
accept.
can use
new
one.
guy.
We can-
Hold on,
on.
players. You can give inspirations to other people.
Ooh.
Ah,
Interesting.
good to know.
Please continue.
I'll hold that in my pocket.
Hold on, new guy.
What?
Wait a minute.
What? We're down a person. We were fabulous 3. Now we're only fabulous 2, and we need to have a 3. Okay.
And
Sorry.
my hand is like in your face, like
It's rattling in my face. Okay. Okay.
yes, like I'm shaking a maraca. But it's
How tall is Rickard?
how small am I?
How tall
I
are
think
you?
I'm. How tall am I? I think I'm 5'10".
Okay. I am around
kind
3
of
or 4
short for
inches
an elf.
taller than you.
Short king.
Okay, 5'10", short king. That's right, everyone in chat.
That's right.
5'10" or below is a short king from me. I have it written down actually. Hold on. He is. Yeah, he's 5'10".
Okay. Yes, then I am about 4 inches taller than you, and
5'11". Sorry, 5'11".
oh, that's important. Thank you.
That would be record.
That's the breaker. Continue.
5'11's very important for 5'11.
5'11's the perfect height, I think. But whatever.
Yeah, you can say that.
I'm 6'11". Thank you.
Oh, okay.
Anyways.
You have problem with me joining you for adventure?
Oh, well,
Not at
maybe. I don't know. Who are you again? What's your name?
Tura Vashra.
Tura Vashra. And
No.
you are in this town. Why?
She was watching me.
travels.
Oh,
Well, that is correct. I was in the church. That is where I tend to spend much of my time when I am in a town. I follow the Radiant Path. You may have heard of them.
Yes.
It's the exact
What?
same church that you are
Right,
building
it's
pews
the-
for.
Yeah, it's
good.
the guy who I hate.
We love the Radiant Church.
It's the major predominant religion of the Kingdom of
Oh,
Aurora. There is a
cool.
massive cathedral in Eldessa as well. By where the
Right, okay,
palace is,
so I wouldn't-
You'd be very aware of it.
Right, but I wouldn't judge the entire religion based on the guy who fleeced us in this
I don't know, I
town.
would.
I mean, you could. It's up to you.
I would say, oh yes, so you're friends with the priest then?
Oh, no. Friends is a strong word. No. There are priests in every town. I go to the churches. I am here to attempt to help the church in wherever I am sent. In the meantime, much like yourself, I do quests. I am an adventurer.
I kick my feet up on. I kick my feet up, and I. So you think you've got what it takes to be a fabulous 3,
Right
do
in my
you?
plate of food.
Chicken slops.
Rickard, come on.
I crank my
sorry.
chair backwards with a screech of wood, like, and then sort of sit upright. I am fabulous, no?
I
And
think you might just be.
I give him a slightly flirtatious wink.
Yeah.
Which one? Which one? Which one of us?
Rickard, I think, bitch would get collateral damage.
Hell yeah.
I go, oh, well. Now, what is it exactly you do? Where did you study?
Study, I trained. I do not study, I train.
Where did you train?
Allow me to check my lore.
Yes. And I will know exactly what you mean when you say it, too.
Where did I train, Brad? Before I go through all my notes again.
For the current for the paladin.
Yeah.
You train.
Which is what I am, by the way, a paladin.
By the way, everyone, she's a paladin.
You surely look like one as well,
Yeah, it's probably quite obvious.
especially
got
considering
resting
the
paladin
fact
face.
that
Symbols of the Radiant Path on my armor in various
Right.
sort of locations.
You trained
Sick.
So
at
jealous
that
paladins are so cool.
cathedral in
Red
part.
flag, we found it. Paladin. There it is.
The problem is there's 3 elements to your training that I wasn't sure which part you meant.
Okay.
The
The bulk of the original beginning, I guess.
you have your early life.
I know, not
Then-
that. When after?
Such a vague question,
I know,
and that is just a
sorry.
minefield. Then you would have trained predominantly at that cathedral and in the noble quarter and just in and around Eldessa with other knights. Then you would have trained at House Celestia, so at the palace and at the guild where you guys were all stood outside of receiving your adorations from your fans as you were crowned winners of the silver race by the prince. But most of your training would have taken place basically at that cathedral and in and around town there.
You know the big the church, the cathedral, the big place. There's a training that happens there.
I look her up and down. Is she wearing? She's wearing armor, right?
Chainmail armor. A fairly organized outfit. There are various pouches on a belt that she wears that have a few little components on them. A little pouch that she has, which seems to be full of small rocks. She well looked after an oiled longsword on her back, a shield, and generally looks fairly well polished, but without being too ostentatious.
Does she have like a tabard or a tabard?
It would be
A
like
tabard.
a skirt sort of tabard, so not over the chest, but over the
No, some
tabard.
people are fancy, man.
Everything's about bard. Yeah, it's a very simple one around her waist area.
Okay. But there's not like a big blazing symbol on it or anything like that.
No, I think on one of the pauldrons there's like a slightly embossed symbol of the radiant path that you would recognize because it's quite a common
basically,
symbol.
she looks really fucking cool.
She looks legit. Like,
Yep.
Okay.
unless you think she's stolen what she has, then you'd probably associate her
Right.
with other
Okay.
warriors.
So yeah,
you've seen.
I look you up and down and say, a paladin, huh? Well,
That is what they call us, paladins.
do I see her weapon on her?
Yeah, as I mentioned, the longsword on my back.
The longsword, right? Sorry. Is it like? But so it's like one of those things.
Yeah.
I definitely
big
would look.
large pommel. See, it's a one-handed,
yeah.
but it's a fairly big one.
Okay, so like a bastard
That's
sword.
like a bastard sword, yeah.
Maybe it's,
Okay.
I don't know how this works. Is it two-handed? I don't know.
A bastard sword can
okay.
be one or
A bastard sword
two-handed.
is a hand
So-
and a half.
Oh,
yeah,
not as one-hander. Okay, continue.
Zweihander's definitely two.
Yeah,
Two-handed,
big
'cause
All right,
boy.
let's stop
yeah.
nerding out. Myre isn't even here.
Myra's dying to join in right now.
Can we go back to hand sizes again?
Yeah, I look you up and down, and I say, a paladin could be useful. All right, I suppose we could give you a trial run. What do you say? Will you help us finish out this quest? You'll get your share. I mean, our friend's share of the. Actually, I don't think that. How does that work? Would she be able to claim the experience?
Yeah, what's the meta?
You can just say this adventurer joined us when you
Okay.
because you've got to go
Do
somewhere
I
and
get
turn it in.
paid by the Radiant Path from time to time? I've not figured out how I care about money yet. How much I care.
Probably a guild, right?
When you are in towns that have decent sized Radiant Path churches, most of the major towns in Aurora would do this, and definitely when you're in Eldessa, they would probably just take care of you. I don't think they would necessarily give you like a living wage, but they'd provide you with housing and food, and weapons, and they'd baths and stuff like that. So you've probably been like that. You will have been predominantly cloistered for a bit. Other than that, you'd have to earn your own money.
Okay.
As an adventurer.
It depends what you are currently doing. What is it you are tasked to do?
We are delivering some precious metals to a town that I will easily be able to tell you because we have the map right here. We have the map. It's called Vale. We're delivering some precious metals to Valewind.
They are not stolen. They are legitimate metals.
No, this is a legitimate quest from
legitimate
a
quest.
guild.
What do we look like, bandits?
No, but I meet many people on the road who are quite not what they say they are. And I kind of give them another look over.
I'm Wissywig, baby.
I'll take the note that Seth wrote about the quest that we're on. Because she was definitely the note taker of the group.
So fucked up.
Because I have all of her shit.
I've just
right? So I'm like,
devastatingly realised the only person who was keeping notes in the campaign has died, so...
yeah, I looked through her notes. I need those, by the way, Leah. Thank you. And I am like, yes. So we're delivering, and I show her the piece of paper.
Mithril. That is heavy. How are you handling this? Look at him. He's so small. He has no muscles. I point to Fitch.
Yes,
I was
don't worry.
working all
He's got
day.
other talents. He's very talented, and I pat him on the head. He's very talented.
I assume
Powerful.
your other friend is usually the heavy lifter.
I'm a heavy lifter where it counts. By the way,
Oh, are you?
that's right. Yes.
Good to know.
Just you wait. If you're lucky, maybe you'll see. But yeah,
Well,
I didn't
we
lift any
are-
of it. It was our friend God. God did all the lifting.
And where is all of this mithril you have? Where is it currently stored?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Yes,
I
we
would
have
like
it
to
in
know.
a safe place.
Yeah, it's valuable metal.
You're asking
We
for
can
a
show
lot
you.
of trust from us without, I
I am an open
Much
book.
for
What would
you.
you like to know? I can tell you
I'm
everything.
also
I
an
do not
open
care.
book. I could show you. I could show you if you want to go up and get another drink. We can sneak out and I can show you where it is. Yeah, wouldn't you know? Wouldn't you like
I
to
nod
know?
to Fitch slightly.
because he's just like, I'm sitting
Yeah,
at
just
the
lean right
table.
over.
I hear everything.
It wasn't. Just lean right over and
guy.
say, "Hey, what? I trust her."
Okay, all right. I think we know what you're trusting with, and it's not your head. Perhaps it is. And I sort of, just so you know,
Okay.
I'm the strong one in the group. I'm also the handsome one and the smart one.
I reach my hand out in the universal gesture for an arm wrestle. Would you like to do
I
this? Look?
look at her. I look at her hand and I say, and I flex, and my super tight blouse around my bicep strains, and I say, "Oh, really?"
You would like to
I
rise to the
accept.
challenge?
As my friend says, "Do you challenge me?" And I grasp her hand.
I grasp his hand tightly. Fitch, you can count us down from 3.
Okay.
And I move
okay.
my expensive glass out of the way on the other side. In fact, actually, I put it on the windowsill behind me. And move it off the table.
A few people immediately look at... There's like a few patrons that are like, oh, and they start looking over, and a couple of people crowd
come
around.
Here. You're about to see something really probably embarrassing. Come
Alright,
on.
we're gonna see
I
what
test
it
his
is.
grip.
Yeah.
I squeeze a little bit.
Ladies and
do.
gentlemen,
You think
people
this
of the
body
Tavern.
just comes naturally? I work hard to look like this.
Let's see if I work harder.
Rickard, I can't. I'm having a hard
Oh.
time. I'm having some stage fright. Could you tell all the people and introduce you, and then I'll just count you down? I was gonna do it, but I'm scared. Can you just do it?
What do you mean?
There's people gathering.
Doing the arm wrestle.
Everybody, this is Rickard. This is our friend Thora. They're gonna do an arm wrestle. 3, 2, 1, go. 3, 2, 1, go.
Contested athletics checks, please.
Sorry, I got scared.
Athletics.
Play something you're pretty good at.
Ooh, a bad roll.
Bad roll. Oh.
A natural 25, baby.
That's so funny.
Natural
Versus a
25.
13.
My muscle tears through my shirt.
Yeah, it's weird.
And my hand goes down onto the table and cracks the edge of the table slightly as it falls.
Another broken table.
Oh, sorry. Sorry, I mean,
Haha, that crack was
Yeah.
there.
Very good. And I take his hand and shake it firmly. Yes, a good challenge, finally. I see you are not a liar
Yes.
then. That is good to know.
I lift very heavy stones every morning.
Is this a euphemism or
Haven't ever seen that happen.
do manual
No,
labor?
I actually lift really heavy stones. I work out.
Oh, well, good for you. It seems like you need the strength for doing all the things that you do, especially if you are a winner, as you say, of this competition.
Yes, the Silver Jubilees race thing. What is it called? The Jubilee
Silver
race.
race, silver race, silver
The
race.
Silver Race. Very famous. As are we, Rickard, and the Fabulous Three.
Well, I will deign to become worthy of being called fabulous with your friends here.
Yes. And on the morrow, we can fill you in on the details. But, you know, perhaps we should relax for the evening. I'm actually kind of waiting for our other companion. I thought he'd be
Where is he? Is he
by
hunting? What is he
now.
doing?
Flash sideways. Not really a flash sideways, but a flash sideways to God. Now, the problem is that he's decided to completely split from the party and then remain silent for the whole evening. So I don't know. There's no real way for me to interact with him. Other than just sort of, we cut to him and he's sitting there being silent in the middle of nowhere in front of a lump of earth. Now I could interrupt him with an NPC. I could interrupt him with an animal. I could interrupt him with a flashback to his past as he sits and meditates. But we don't want to do that. We want to let him
Can
sit
I ask
quietly.
a question?
Yeah.
Is any part of Seth sticking out of the dirt? Or is she covered?
It's a god
Can I
question.
roll for that? Because I scalped her earlier.
You did, yeah. Survival.
Just a thumb in the air.
Scalped her earlier.
In my head, it is like something out of SpongeBob or Ren and Stimpy or something, where there's just like she's barely covered. These bits of her body and twist and hair and yeah, like a toe. But what is an 8 to you?
It's not good.
Okay. Then we'll
a 10
say
would be
yes.
like it's covered and you can't see it. An 8's underneath that, so maybe perhaps, I don't know. You might be able to see a bit of shin bone sticking out.
Yeah, maybe like a bit of clothing. Some of the hair. When you scalped her, you scalped her entire head of hair?
Waste not, want not.
Oh, okay, all right. Well, then there isn't any hair. I just thought you took like a bit off the top. Yeah. I mean, okay. There's a couple of bits sticking out. Why are you asking?
didn't
I'm
know.
sorry. That it was literally just so that I could imagine how terrible of a job he did.
Right. Yeah, is God doing anything of note?
Just watching visual over their body. Silently, staring at it. I choose to be here until the following day.
Give me a perception check.
Okay. A 20.
There are some like scavengers and carrion animals that poke their head around a tree every now and then. Foxes. Maybe you hear a caw of an animal overhead that's scared off by Miranda.
I do nothing to them. I stay rock steady and still on my vigil, unless they try and disturb the corpse.
Yeah. All right, back at the tavern. I'm sorry.
There's nothing to be sorry about.
The only thing I can think to do is disturb the only thing he wants to do, and I don't want to do that. So I'm gonna be kind and let Got have his vigil.
Got time.
He's got time. He just wants to actually feel like he's genuinely buried Seth, and we're gonna let him do that.
I don't feel like.
It doesn't matter that the rest of us are watching a dog dig a hole and then, like, you know, doing the thing where they scratch so much of it that they've undug the bone that they were trying to hide. But he thinks he's buried his bones.
He's proud. He's very proud of it.
So, yeah, the three of you, what are you doing? You bedding down for the night?
Yeah, we're probably gonna bed down for that. I mean,
I feel like this is an
probably gonna be-
episode in of itself, because I can only imagine what the two of you are about to do to try and get into Tura's room.
We can continue. If we gotta go down that road, we can. But I think,
I'm happy to fast forward through it. I'm happy to literally play the entire thing out. It's 36 degrees in my room right now. I probably couldn't
All right,
spell
let's
my
fast
own
forward
name
then.
if you
Yeah, all
asked
right,
me
say
to
no
do
more.
it. No, I
Say
don't.
no more.
It's only 4 letters.
Either way, I'm not speaking.
All right.
Let's fast forward it. Not speaking, Brad.
Yeah.
I'm going to pass
forward
out.
where Rickard definitely is successful.
I'm genuinely woozy. It's so hot.
All right. Well, let's just fast forward to the
The
next
water
morning.
is doing nothing. I just have to wait.
We'll just fast forward to the next morning where Rickard's on one side and Holland's on the other of Tura.
It's it's those scenes where like
Yeah.
Tura's just laying there in the bed and like you guys are just
I'm on
naked.
her chest with like
yeah,
my hand.
Hiding
Called
Holland's
away
head.
from her, I look, oh,
Fetch.
hey, okay.
You did good, you did good.
You're just playing with my hair.
Go clean up now, go.
Yeah.
Wait, did this
You
happen?
got it.
No, I'm assuming that didn't happen. I mean,
No, that didn't happen.
no.
Why?
That did not happen. I think she's just met you, so, you know.
Yeah,
She wants to make sure you don't murder her.
Give it
in your
time. We'll
sleep.
give it time.
I would, I would
Yeah,
say,
just left
Fitch, I got us a room with a dresser drawer.
Oh, good. Top bunk. And I look at Tura and I wink. I always get top
I really
bunk.
don't think there's enough room for her. We were going to be pretty cramped.
I have my own room, do not worry. Do I get to
Tura-
stay, like, at the churches if I'm in town?
This church doesn't have like it's not
They
a
don't do
big one.
sanctuary
It's
here.
the
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
the
Tried it.
church from November Rain, so it's like it has like one room in it, which is where the preacher stays, and then other than that, it's just a little tiny church. But you can have free room and board on behalf of the preacher, regardless. So you'll have a room, like a decent room. All of the rooms at
I
this
have my
tavern
own
are the
room,
same.
do not
So
worry.
we paid for you, is what you're saying.
Well, the church.
matter.
The preacher is now paying her.
The
to
church
sleep here.
provides the preacher a wage, and the preacher
Our
provides-
tax dollars are paying for these damn
Provides-
paladins to go around
provides
and
its
sleep
knights
wherever they
and
want.
paladins and
Not on
clerics
my watch.
and missionaries to
Yeah.
stay comfortably within the towns if they have a presence there. So, yeah, your tax dollars, they're being spent really well by the king.
Perfect. Yay.
Yeah,
Not bad
you
plans.
two, I mean, unless,
You rest up. You have many things to do tomorrow with your pew making, and you'll have a friend to find, it seems. Point of record. Confusion. Pat in my
He'll
face.
probably be fine. I'm sure he'll stumble in at midnight or something.
Not much you can do to get yourself hurt in a place like Sunreach. I'm sure he is fine. And I
I think for a moment.
I leave them.
God's wrestling wolves or something.
it cuts to God, who is just like eyeballing a fox who's sitting. There's a fox just sat watching God, and God
Staring-
watching a fox. You
staring
know when
down.
foxes have that thing at night where their eyes are like green, And
Lighter, greener.
luminescent. The two of them are just it switches
You
between
also
both
reflect.
perspectives, and they both have that like night vision reflection thing going on. Yeah.
Tora, is it Tora or Thora?
Dora.
Tora, tomorrow, what time do you want to meet up so I could show you the mithril?
Great
As
table
soon
story
as
show,
the
by the way,
sun-
from what I know.
Oh.
Tora?
Yeah, it was a good one.
Oh,
Yeah.
no,
I
very
say
good.
myself. It had a story. If you wanted to watch one that has an actual plot.
If you were wondering,
the
he
cast was
developed this
so-so,
campaign
honestly.
deliberately to not have a story. I don't know why he's complaining about it. This was his goal from the start.
That's what he.
We've literally.
Oh, I
He's like,
thought.
I'm going to create you a sandbox. Why have I created them a sandbox?
I thought.
Every complaint he has.
Wait, I know it is. I know it is. But I thought a plot would unravel itself, but the plot is just how bad can you be?
Bone, baby.
We've got a paladin now to help guide us. I think we'll be okay now.
Everything changes from this day on. This is it. The turning
This is the
point.
beginning of the actual campaign, though.
Until
Right here.
she sees a little tattoo on one of her arms and leaves us.
Oh shit, I forgot about that. Okay, that'll be fun. That'll be fun.
I will be on your door by the time the sun rises. It is, be up by that time and I'll take you to the church.
All right, yeah, okay, that sounds
Absolutely.
great. You know what I mean?
Fast forward
Okay,
to
yeah.
Rickard lifting something heavy, waiting
A
for
rock, a stone. Is
The
Fitch?
whole
He
dresser.
brought a stone into the. Yeah.
I'm lifting Fitch up and
I
I gotta meet somebody.
have one question for Fitch. Do you pay a silver for a pillow for your drawer?
Let's see if I have.
doesn't have any money.
No, I think I've got like change. Where is my money? It's in one of my bags. Yeah, okay, I could pay a silver.
Think a silver in. You don't have to roll a
Yeah.
potential exhaustion check for
No. I will
living
buy a
in
pillow.
squalor. Yeah, okay. You rent a pillow and then you comfortably stay in a drawer
Underpaid.
in the room with Rickard. It's a decent bunk. It's the most basic tavern room that you might imagine. It's not uncomfortable. It's not particularly lavish. And Tura, you'd be in the same room. Not the same room, but the same type of room.
Ah, shit.
You know,
Sorry.
Damn it!
a few doors down. I won't say which number so they don't find out.
Great. Thank you.
Yeah, and I think the next day rolls around. What time is Got finishing his vigil? Is it sunrise or what does he do in like a 24
When
hour?
the sun rises.
When the sun rises, okay. And then what do you do? We'll follow you into town then as the sun
Okay.
comes up.
When the sun rises, I am sure that her spirit is not returning to her body anymore.
Mhm.
It is just meat. And bad meat. I think Miranda has... The second I turn around and leave, Miranda lands on the burial plot
Mhm.
and starts to pull at stuff.
Yeah.
And I go, Miranda! I don't know if she listens to me. I'm not level 3 yet. And,
Entirely up to you.
and walk back towards town.
I think she follows you. We see Miranda take flight, and a last strip of Mortseth in Miranda's mouth. Does she have a beak?
Miranda has a rostrum.
Fucking, of course. I mean, you could, if you said to me right now that you just made that word up, I would have no choice but to believe you. In Miranda's rostrum, I don't know what I just
That's
said.
like a diamond, right?
I feel like I'm in trouble with
Triangle?
Miranda at this point. We shouldn't speak about Miranda's rostrum this way. A strip of
Rostrum?
flesh
Oh, damn
as
near killed him.
Miranda takes flight and follows you back to town. The body is then immediately unearthed by badgers and foxes and carrion birds and crows, and it just gets
Return to nature.
It begins to be absolutely pecked to bits, pulled apart, and scavenged. When you head to town, where are you going?
I don't know. So I think I'm going to be heading towards wherever smells the most like booze, depression, and maybe perhaps the strum of a lute.
Oh, Rickard.
Yeah, I mean that could be a number of things, really. That could be Rickard. That could be my bedroom at 18. It's up to you, really.
He's really into lutes at 18.
I was trying to learn guitar. Thank you very much, and failing miserably because I was so incredibly drunk. You round a corner at one point. You on one corner of this, and it isn't like a street, this is like a farm town, so it's kind of like a dirt road with like they've scattered some rocks over it and it gets used enough that nothing grows over it, but there are houses and buildings. At the center of this dirt road is the Plough and Pint. There is a separate building that houses the sort of inn portion of this. It's a long, flat, sort of motel-looking, medieval motel-looking thing. Kind of at first glance might look like a long barn or something. Outside, one of the doors is Rickard lifting a rock or Fitch.
I think Fitch would be
He's just bench pressing
more
Fitch,
easy.
which apparently he's been doing every morning since you met him.
While
This is
he's
just part of the
asleep, he's just
morning
still
routine. On the pillow.
Yeah. I don't want to disturb him.
At the other end of the inn, rounding the corner, is another orc. The two of you, Tora and Got, approach Rickard, one from either side at the same time.
Ah, I see you are ready to go.
35.
He needs to wake
And
up before he does his
Yeah.
tasks.
Blame.
Who's that?
Who is
How did I
this?
get here?
I set Fitch down on the bench and I sit down next to him. It's all right, new guy. I've got this. Gotti! Everything all right with what you had to complete?
I just show him my hands covered in dirt, blood, and just bits. I nod.
Yes, okay.
Cool.
I feel like I should check on that, but maybe later. Gotti, this is Tura. Tura, this is Gotti.
I offer a large hand.
I fist bump her. Sup?
Oh. Okay, that'll do. It's nice to meet you, Mr. Gott. I am babysitting your Fitch friend here.
You smell funny.
Oh. I get close to him
You
and
hear that?
inhale.
Sit.
You smell funnier. You smell of death and decay.
You smell of people.
Ah. There are worse things to smell of. You find people funny. Your friend here is quite funny. I point to Rickard.
He is the funniest man in this whole town. In this whole place.
You're funny looking.
So I'm told.
That's right.
Yes, I agree. He is quite amusing.
My name is Got Stone Eye of the Fringe.
Stone Eye. What do I know of the Friend? Like, as an orc of where I've been from.
Is this all in common?
You're decently well traveled in that you. Again, I am just.
I had to go through the Fringe. So.
Yeah. You would have been there. You know what it is. It is kind of a no man's land. It's not really owned by any of the kingdoms. There are 3 ruling kingdoms, and then this is the bit in the middle. One part of it is just a blighted area where some bullshit happened that has become no one goes there. One part is has a thing that's kind of like the golden saucer of the world. It has or of the continent that has this Gusto goblin-owned attraction, and then there are just sort of random individual towns that are just about. Some of them are coastal, some of them in the center. Each one is pretty different, and they have like their own things going on. They're much more rustic than the towns and places you'd find in the kingdom, but you know, they're not like tribal. The Fringe itself is just is the northern half of the no man's land for the most part. The thing that it is most known for is that like the strongest monsters in Vayfall kind of prowl that area. So if you're a monster hunter, that's where you would go to try and find the high level monsters to kill.
And getting a look at Got right now, I know that you are a monster hunter out of character, but would I get that sense that you are a monster hunter?
Yes. I am dressed in bits of dead monster.
I look at him and sort of like slowly nod, like recognition sort of dawning over my face. Oh, you'll survive the Fringe. My respect for you.
The Fringe. The
And
Fringe is
double
all
my
I know.
respect for you. It's not easy to survive this place, and here you are.
Where are you from, Orc?
I am from the south, from Felsenhort.
I'm
I
from there.
note his scoff and I smile a little bit.
Are there many orcs in Felsenhort?
Are you asking me or Tura?
Dora,
Oh, well, there are some of us there. Most of the time we are kept in our own encampments. We do not travel too far, but sometimes there is cause for us to get together.
I see. Perhaps she'll talk another time.
Ah, I look forward to it. First, I must help your small friend here try and fix these pews that he has been assigned to fix.
Mm-hmm.
And by help, I mean watch him do his task.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if you are going to be a fabulous...
Look, some people like to watch. It's okay. We should probably quit. What?
Yes, I'm well aware of that. Thank you.
Okay.
Um,
Sound like you were getting shamey. That's all.
no,
All right.
I just thought that perhaps since you seem to have some clout with the priest, perhaps you could help, I don't know, negotiate a little?
There is need for negotiation. Why?
Well, we need to deliver these metals a couple towns away. This priest, I believe, has overcharged us for his services and has put us in a position where we now have to pay him 15 gold pieces per pew. And obviously we didn't want to do that, so he's got to repair them. I'm not sure that that's
Build
the
them
actual
all by
cost
hand.
of the pews. I'm not sure that we were properly, you know, charged for the services he rendered. We were desperate, and we took him up on his offer.
Look at this man, I point to Fitch. He is clearly capable. He can fix these pews, no problem.
That's right. No problem.
If you help him, it will take half the time.
I have no talent
right.
in something like that.
You do not need
No talent
talent
at
to
all.
assist. You just hold the planks. You let him do the work. Come now. It is a friendship thing. And I just heartily pat Rickard on the back.
That's a good idea.
Bump.
And I sort of push him in the direction of the church and take Howard on the shoulder and also like cajole them both in the
ow.
direction of the church.
Okay.
Come on, we go now. We get this finished
All
before
right.
lunchtime. I get
I
hungry.
Yes. Let's all go and do this together.
Okay, let's give it a try.
All right. Here we go.
Okay. Oh.
Oh.
Then
Just think about it.
I didn't know if you were doing
I was
something.
just No, I was just
Handing out bardic
strumming my
inspirations.
lute to inspire us all.
Cool. Yeah.
Not
Okay.
mechanically, just...
You will go marching up to the church.
Yes.
That's the plan here. Yeah, the church doors are open. There is 2 people inside. Oh, actually, this is like daybreak, right? So actually, there'd probably be quite a few people inside.
Right.
There'd be a few people.
Is it Sunday?
No, there are services every day for the Radiant
Every
Path
day is
at
Sunday.
sunrise and midday.
It's a terrible religion.
It's not like full services, like it's just when people would go and pray. You know, you just do a
Right.
prayer. It's not like a whole sermon.
Okay, yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah,
That's a little better.
there probably are some here and there, but yeah, it's more like there's people in here and present. Quite a few actually. So as you like roll up to this place, quite a few of the pews are filled. There's still like there's the new one, and then there's still a couple of like
See
there's
the pew you're sitting
an
on. It's got a
empty
crack in it.
couple of spaces where there's just the utterly destroyed ones.
The
I
contractors
think
who don't care, we're just gonna work around it. Just
yeah, Fitch, give
during
me an insight check as you
Sorry, guys. It's just the only time we can combine do it.
as you arrive.
Where is my sheet?
Tinker's tool, carpenter's tools.
Insight check.
Oh, inside. Oh, good. 'Cause that was awful. Just warm it up. Just warm up the dice. 21.
21.
You get some filthy looks as the 4 of you arrive from some of the people in
that?
here.
Hi. Okay.
Perhaps you stay, you'll go outside for a second. And
Oh,
is it possible for me to take the pews out of the church, like without disturbing the worshippers?
It's as possible as you would imagine in a relatively quiet church. As you come lumbering in and grab the broken bits of pew.
I look apologetically at the people praying, like, oh, I'm sorry, and
The preacher shoots you a bit of a look, but
I sort of wink.
yeah, there's an old woman sleeping in the
Conspiratorially,
corner.
And
let's back it up. Let's back up. It's better to be quiet.
sorry, I bring them outside for fixing. And I pull it all the way outside, down the steps, onto the grass lawn outside. Well, you stay here and you have a look at how you're going to fix this while I get the other one. And I go disappear back inside, and you hear the whole charade again. They're like, oh, sorry.
By the light of Surreal, we pray.
Oh,
Under her guidance that
down the stairs.
yeah.
Okay, now I need to go do my duty to my god. You do your thing. I'll be out here in 5 minutes. Do not
Okay, we'll
run
be done
away
in 5
anywhere. Do not do something stupid. Do not enter the church, please.
Okay. If I did run, would you
Are you
chase
listening?
me?
Are you listening? I look Fitch very sternly in the eye.
I'm
Do
listening.
not enter the church
Do not enter the church.
until I
Yeah,
come out.
Okay. What?
Okay. Until I come out.
Yeah. Whatever. Yeah, sure.
I
I've got a job to do. I got buildings. But if I was to run, would you chase me?
no.
Okay, then I'll stay. Good answer. All right.
And I
get to
walk
work.
inside the church and close the doors as carefully as possible and begin a respectful prayer of my own.
All
Or
right.
at least a
Somebody
moment of
get my-
I'm
meditation.
sitting on the back pew glaring at the priest. By the way. I didn't help
He
at
gives you.
all.
He flashes you his usual condescending smile.
I look at you slightly confused at the back of the church. Like, did I not tell you to stay outside?
I
And
wasn't.
then-
I was. I don't. I think when we came in and you were like grabbing all the stuff, I just immediately sat down in a pew and started glaring at the priest.
Yeah. He's just doing his thing. He sort of sees it, but he's too like. He just does a big.
He's- yeah,
Walton
he's putting on a
Goggins
show.
thing.
Yeah.
Then I will go
Lights are
sit on a pew, and you'll see me close my eyes and just bow my head slightly.
I am outside. Well, is the door open or shut to this church?
Shut.
The big door
Yeah,
at the front that you just dragged a pew through?
yeah.
I imagine, is there a 2-door tier system? Perhaps the big doors are open, but the inner door is closed so that they don't disturb the worship.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah. Okay.
Because I don't know if I would want to be here. This is not my god. This is not anything to do with me. Religion is a weird thing in real life. I'm not sure how religion is here when it comes to the fact that all gods are manifest. You know, they exist. It's not like I don't believe in your god. I don't worship your god. But obviously your god's doing stuff for you. So I'm like, what does that mean? So I'm here, contemplating in the middle of the door, as Myre and also God at the same time.
The instruction for you not to enter was pointed towards you as well. You would know.
I don't go in. That's enough for me.
Okay. Fitch, you want to make a pew?
Yes, I do. All right.
All right, see if you can beat a 5 on a carpenter's tools check.
I'd like to point out that we were all like, yeah, let's go do this together, guys. Yeah. And then
Still
he's doing it by
alone.
himself.
Yeah, that's right.
I said 5 minutes.
11.
You tell me.
11.
What did we say? It would
I mean,
take you a
it's-
day or half a day to make one of these pews?
It was, I don't know. You
I
looked it
think
up
you
last
said it
time?
was more than a half
It was
a
like
day.
a day.
Like a day per?
I think it was like 18 hours or something like that.
Right,
per-
yeah, I
Yeah.
think I looked it up on...
I mean, it'll get done. It's not going to be amazing, but it's going to be fixed. It's going to take.
I think it was...
Like-
Yeah, you
well,
can...
I think it was 12 hours, actually, because you said it would be done in like 2 full days with sleeps,
Okay.
I think.
Is
Yeah.
that with just Fitch doing it?
It's only
Yes.
just finished.
I don't think anyone else has any skill. It's like... It would be probably
If
quicker.
we help him, would he have advantage on the check? 'Cause that's
How are
the
you
idea
helping
is we
him?
pitching.
You know,
Carrying the pieces of wood, making sure all his
he's
tools are
like,
by his hands when he needs
Pass me
them.
that thing. Yeah,
Yeah,
I think Rickard and Gott wouldn't be as useful at helping him, but maybe
It
Tura
does make
would.
sense.
Because Rickard's
I'd be giving
actively
it a
going
hearty
to not
go.
do it. Yeah, okay, you know what?
Labor.
I'll let you have advantage on this check.
No. Okay. 13. Not much better.
Not much better. I was going to say that if it was a very high number, it would take you quicker. If it's a very low number, it would take you
Right.
longer. I think it probably just takes you the 12 hours or whatever we said it would be.
Yeah, that's all the same.
And the quality is of a 13 out of 20
Right.
job.
It's just, it'll get the
Um,
job done. It'll strong, but it still looks like crap because it's not like artisanal. It's just a working pew.
I mean, look, it's creative. It's handmade. It's got spirit. It's got story.
That's the spirit. Yeah, of course. It's got story. The story is, whoops, my friend died, and then I broke it, and now I got to put it back together so we can leave, and I'm being held here hostage, almost like this sort of like divine sort of prison, but I've got to stay here and work and get it.
There's more story than most churches have. You should count yourself lucky. You are helping this
Oh,
place.
yeah, that's true. Yep. Well, at least we look good doing it, right?
Oh,
I'm
sure.
just-
You look fantastic. When look at you. You're covered in sweat and dust, and you've never looked better.
Thank you.
Just a man of
Would
the
you
earth.
say I am cute?
I do not think I would go that far.
Oh. Okay. Well,
But you are certainly looking somewhat competent, which I think goes perhaps further than cute. So, congratulations.
thank you. Well, I guess tomorrow's a better day and a faster day, because now I know how we work, how our flow is. We've worked together now for a day, and now I know how you work. You know how I work. And then tomorrow, we'll get it done, and we can leave finally, and then we can go get paid. I, for the record, am on team. Tura joins the party. Just want to let you know.
I was
If we
not
were
aware it
voting,
was in
I'd vote
doubt.
for you.
Well, you
Well,
see,
it seems
like
it seems to me that Rickard's on the fence about it, and I'm all for you joining. I mean, I think it's probably good that we all get a touch of whatever radiant something, whatever.
I think perhaps just guidance is what you need. You need a
Right,
firm
and
hand
sitting,
helping
right?
you.
You got to babysit me, and you said you'd do that, and I'm still waiting.
Only for this. You do not think babysitting is a literal thing. I am not going to sit on a baby. Are you a baby? I do not think you're a baby. You look like a grown gnome man.
No, I didn't think that.
Admittedly,
think
I
it
do
was
not know
literal.
much about gnomes, so perhaps you are a baby, and this is just what babies
I'm not
look
a baby, but I just, yeah, definitely not what I thought. Yeah, whatever.
What's going on?
Nothing, Rickard. We got it almost. It's almost done. Pew's finished.
Like. Perhaps you can make
Okay.
yourself useful and get us some sustenance, so we may leave this place.
Yes, sustenance, Rickard.
Perform, actually, but if she ends up sitting on someone, let me know.
Your friend is very strange. He's a strange man.
Very strange. Yeah, you thought I was strange. He's the weird one. Anyway, well, let's go ask the. Can you go ask the priest if we could eat? I don't know what is edible here and what's blessed. I was trying to eat some of the crackers the other day, and he was yelling at me for it.
You are trying to eat the crackers of the sacred ritual?
That's what I thought they were there for. Everybody was eating them. I thought I was allowed to.
I did the same thing when I first came to the cathedral. It's okay. Do not worry about it. They don't taste too good though, so perhaps we get you
No,
something
it was
real
dry.
taste. They need wine or something with them. I will
Right, that's what
put
I
it under
thought. You know what?
advisement.
Then I said that. I started drinking the wine, and they said that's not. You can't do that either, and I don't know what I'm supposed to do here.
You know, maybe it's better if you do not set foot inside any churches. Just for the future.
All right, well.
Let's get you some proper food.
All right, let's do it.
And we will continue our fixing, eating until the deed is done.
I think tomorrow
Okay.
will be the best. I'm gonna work until you're
Got.
pretty cute.
Roll me a d20.
1d20 coming up.
Please.
A 15.
All right. What is God and Ricard doing for basically this whole day? 12 hours of the day have to pass here while Fitch spends time fixing the pew. Tura is mostly helping Fitch, probably just sort of randomly popping into the temple itself and helping out the preacher. And honestly, this preacher probably puts Tura to work with random bullshit things. Can you help me lift this thing here, honey? Just making you do stuff that absolutely he could do himself, but you're there. Gott and Ricard, however, I'm guessing are not really being particularly directly helpful with that process. What do you do? At some point, Ricard, you will have to do another performance.
Yeah, in between performances, I think I'm talking at the locals, and I'm trying to find out about the priest, and maybe about the old woman who's always asleep in there.
Okay. Is Gott with you?
I would be, yes.
Let's... what would this be? I love when they have local knowledge checks and stuff, or ways of gathering information type checks in other systems, but I don't know what it is in this. I guess investigation, but it's kind of... I want to make it a charisma based thing for you, because I know that's how you'd go around it. You know what? Give me a persuasion check.
That was in the Star Wars game we did. They had that. That was nice.
Yeah, I like those checks, and I never really know what to use in this, because there's a lot of different ways that you could go about it. I imagine you're being charismatic about it, just chatting people up, over a cup of tea here with an old lady, and there's just like one of those, almost like a montage of like Rickard and Got going about town. They're talking to an old lady on a porch out on a farm in the middle of nowhere. Then they're speaking to an old man in a very modern day looking tractor as he's sort of rolling it along. And then they're talking to somebody in one of the taverns while Rickard is performing his lunch performance, which went, let's see how well that went with a performance check.
Oh,
Pretty good.
I got a 22 on the or 24 on the persuasion and a 22 on the performance.
Only a 3d10.
Uh, 5,
Gold.
3
Silver.
silver. 2 copper.
2 kisses.
2 kisses.
5 gold, 3 silver, and 2 kisses from the audience during the lunchtime, the matinee performance.
I hold up a please clap sign at the end.
Yeah, the big an applause sign.
Mm.
And yeah, and then
You're wearing
you
nothing
sort
but
of
a loincloth, right?
And
You're just
other
wearing a
things,
loincloth,
too.
so you're like the women who go out like in
yeah.
between the
Like a ring girl.
belts
For the,
around.
for,
Ding, ding, ding.
the, for the sake of this scene, 100% he just walks out like a ring girl.
Fan art.
Yeah,
Fan art.
Crocodile Dundee ring girl orc. What sort of information are you seeking? What kind of questions are you asking? What type of information are you trying to find
like,
about the
so
preacher?
when do those two know each other? Why is she always sleeping in there? When did he show up to town? Do you like him?
Okay.
Stuff like that.
The old woman, most people are kind of like, you get the sense that the old woman has been here since before most people have any good answers as to who she is. She's just always in there. You know, like how, you know, if you don't tidy for a week and you kind of get used to the mess and you just, like a can on your desk just becomes part of your desk and you barely even see it anymore. That's kind of how they feel about this old woman. She's just like a hardcore devoted, old school, ancient Sunreach, Radiant Path and devotee. She's just always in there.
Object permanence for an old lady.
Yeah, they kind of have that about her. They say her name is Old Sal, and that she's from an old family in town that is an old farming family. She's just an old lady. She's just like evangelical almost with her love of the Surreal and the Radiant Path. And you wanted to know what about the preacher?
How long he's been here? Like, do they know each other? That, how do you feel about him? What's the town's general vibe towards him?
Yeah. So he has been here for, I think, a little under 20 years. He arrived, about 20 years ago. And became the priest here about 20 years ago. So he's like he's been around for a good long time. The previous priest was an extremely old man who retired and then died. And then Father Welrick came in and overtook as a younger man. Now he would have been, even at that point, like in his mid-40s. What was the second question? I'm so sorry, it's 36 degrees.
What's the general vibe? Like, how do people like him?
Oh, people
Are
love
they
him.
Wary?
People absolutely love him. Yeah, the general vibe is that they love him. They think he's great, that he's transformed the church. He's really made it like cool and hip, and all the young'uns love going to church, and he's got all these great ideas, and he's raised so much money for the church, and he's really, revamped parts of the town with the Radiant Path's coin. travelers come from all around. They get loads of clerics and people coming through, and they get lots of cool sermons, and they love him. They think he's great. He's always holding those little shitty, like, what do you call them in America? Like a car boot sale or whatever, garage sales, lawn sales. What do you call those?
Yeah.
Those things.
We don't call them car boot sales.
They're always doing those kind of
car
things.
trunk
They're
sale, wouldn't
called
it?
garage sales.
Garage sales and like community events
Yarn
and,
sales.
and bake sales and stuff like that.
Okay.
He does stuff like that, like loads of little community things, but they all have like a monetary edge to them, So it's that kind of a vibe with him, rather than
Yeah.
it just being like, he's just doing a community. Oh, we're all going to play basketball. There's always an element to it, whereas there's a sale to it, but it's so flashy. And I think you also on a 24 probably get the sense, I'll just give you the free sort of sense that, he's just a performance master. You know what I mean? Like you understand the tricks that he's putting forward. It's no different to the way that, some of us in the entertainment industry see those mega churches. You're like, this is just basic propaganda and trickery. Like, where's the faith element? Like, stop. This guy has a private jet. What the fuck? So it's that.
How
kind
nice
of
are his
element.
horses?
He's got the best horses in town.
He's got a private chariot.
He's got his private chariot that,
An 8-horse chariot.
yeah, it's unbelievable.
They're
So
stacked
it's
on top of each other.
it's
a
that
private
kind
jet.
of a vibe with him, but also everyone in town has completely fallen for it, hook, line, and sinker.
Yeah.
They've got that small town, small community, they're locked in, and the people in town that are religious, or at least specifically those in town that are religious and follow the Radiant Path, very much love this guy. But that he's tricked him. It's like the worst feeling when you're like,
That is, I'm the only one. Yeah, dude, I'm just boiling in the corner like
Yeah.
fucking.
if you say anything kind of negative about him, they get really prickly
Yeah,
about
they
it, and
get
you're just
real
like,
mad.
there's just no, you can't,
I can't.
you got no
There's
counter
nothing I
to it.
can do here.
Leave Welrick alone.
Yeah.
Was that a Brittany thing?
Yeah.
Huh? Leave preacher.
We're all sharing our rage now.
Right. Well, that's all I do. I'm probably drinking now. Or is it my evening performance yet?
Well, it's 12
How long
hours,
has it
right? So it's
been?
probably like only like 6 p.m. or so when
Okay.
Pitch is finished. You could start on another one, and if you wanted to, or you can rest for the rest of the day, Fitch.
I could probably start on another. I will work until I'm kicked out. I'm trying to get this done.
Are you eating? Are you resting?
If food is brought to me, yes. Otherwise, I am continuing to.
Do you rest
work.
during this time?
No.
No? Alright, make me a con
No.
check.
Okay.
This is a streamer's perspective of one hard labor day. Just one day of hard labor. Do you immediately suffer devastating exhaustion?
Roll the 10, which makes it the hardest to decide.
No,
And
it's
also
one,
happens to me if I have
not.
a dentist appointment.
It's
but-
1 to 10, 11 to 20.
Okay.
So you do suffer a point of exhaustion here. If you do. You carry on well into the night,
Yeah.
well into the point of Ricard's evening performance, when Father Welrick kicks you out again. Maybe has a moment with Tura, as he asks you politely to leave, but then quickly invites Tura in to the temple, to the church.
Oh, do not worry. I'll stay with these people here.
He says, y'all are set up for the night. I got you a bed again. Are you going to be in town for long?
Not too much longer, I think. I'm going to join these people here. I think and I sort of like step away from the group so they can't really hear me as much. I believe there is some sort of plan in motion. It seems these people are in need of something that perhaps I can provide.
Right.
And I give him that sort of like conspiratorial nod, like, we both. He gets it.
Right, of course. Well, if you need anything, you come on back down, okay?
Of course. Your hospitality will not be forgotten, thank you. No, we'll pass word of your work here to the cathedral.
Help yourself to one of these. Do you drink wine?
No, of course.
Help yourself to one of these half price.
That's okay. That wine is not good wine.
All right. Well, good luck to you.
I love her.
I hope these pews stand up to your worship. And I sort of give him a friendly wave and then...
Let no light fall where
let no light-
shadow falls. I'm
da,
confused
da.
as you walk out, watching you.
Dismiss.
What was that
Yeah.
all about?
Something, sun don't shine.
That's right.
The door locks. Half a pew finished, so you'd have to finish this off in the morning.
Half a pew remains.
Half a pew remains. Yeah, it comes up. Day 2. Half a pew remains. Rickard, you can perform in the evening. Good way of making money, huh? Better than adventuring.
It honestly is.
It's more lucrative at this point.
We'll go with an 18.
All right, roll me a 2d10. Copper and silver. Silver, then copper.
6 silver. And 3 kisses.
3 kisses. Yeah, you put on a good performance. Another good evening. The tavern and innkeeper provides you with dinner again. The tourist is all paid up as well. Fitch and Gott will have to pay. Also, you have to pay for last night's food. Gott, did you eat anything yesterday?
Aside from a bit of Seth, not really.
Did you?
I also
did you
didn't.
sleep?
I
You
slept
ate some
out.
Seth.
I probably would have had a exhaustion or something because I
what
did not
Seth would
sleep
have
during my.
Yeah, roll me a con check for last night.
It's what you would have wanted.
Okay. It's what she would have done, given the chance.
Yeah, right.
Be remembered
She
by being
does.
the worst of yourself.
That's right. Nice.
A 7.
A 7. So you also would be suffering a point of exhaustion from the previous night. Fitch is suffering one from today. If you want to mark off a silver, Fitch, for the previous meal, then you did a silver for sleeping. God doesn't need to do that because he didn't do it. But tonight, it's a silver for dinner and a silver for a room again.
Cool.
I think. Did I write a silver for this place? I think it's cheaper than the big city.
I pay for everybody's dinner.
Okay. So a silver each. It's only 2 because Ricard's is comped and so is yours.
Okay, 2 silver.
And then a room where I wrote it down. I can't remember what I said it was, but I wrote it somewhere. I think it was only a silver. It might have been 5 silver, but we'll say it's a silver for now. I'm in a good mood because I'm melting.
Thank you.
Mark off another silver for a room or a pillow.
All right.
And we go into another night. Is there anything you want to do over the course of this evening?
If I have to pay for a room, I will sleep outside. I have a tent and a sleeping bag.
No, you can.
I honestly, genuinely assumed you'd be sleeping on the floor of Ricard's room with a pillow in the same
Yeah.
way that Fitch
Oh.
is doing it.
Then I shall do that.
Yeah.
I would. If you're exhausted and would you go up to the room early and just like take the bed? Or no?
I think I would not be on the bed, but the whatever bed covers would be there are gone, and I have turned it into a nest, and I'm in the corner.
Okay. I just come up there and I'm like, ah.
Where did you get that
not
egg, gosh?
again. I would like to attempt to steal some covers from the room next to ours. Like, is there a door that's like unlocked that I can just go into and take the?
Roll me a
bed covers?
D20. It's unlocked if you roll over a 15.
Okay. Nope.
No, all of the doors appear to be locked.
Damn it. All right. I guess I use just like my bedroll.
Okay.
Grumpy.
All right. In that case, another long rest, which means those of you that are exhausted can undo your exhaustion. The next day, the sun begins to rise. This town wakes up very early. Most of the farmers are already out in the fields before the sun is up. Fields and orchards and things. The varying people who, and there's a decent amount of them that head up to the church for the morning prayer. And the four of you meet once again. Same thing as yesterday, heading straight up to the church, getting to work on that final pew, or finishing the work on the final pew.
Yes, I do my 5 minutes of worship, and then I help them with this pew for the morning.
Okay. Scott, roll me a d20.
Rolling a d20. A 17.
17 gnolls.
17 gnolls descend from the sky.
They're dropped.
The sky
They're
knows.
dropped from a helicopter.
Halo dropped in from an AC-130.
Hyenas.
No, not the
Skyenas.
skyness.
The pew. Give me another carpenter's check. You can have advantage if Tora's helping again.
I am helping him, though.
Duh.
No.
21.
21. This one is done exceptionally well. You get into the swing of things with this one. You really sort of
Oh, nails.
practice
Thank you for the names.
for a couple of days, and you really sort of start to figure out the process that makes this
Right.
not just quick, but maybe you
cut
put a
some
little
corners.
flair in there. Maybe this
Yeah,
thing
yeah.
has, you get a little.
Yeah, I'm gonna do a little
little
inlay
crazy
here,
with
a
it.
little filigree of some, I think probably a different wood. I think I could probably join it together with
I,
this sort
point
of
out
piece
the
here.
symbol
It's
on
probably
my
not
armor.
needed. Oh
I
yeah,
point out the
great
symbol of the
idea.
radiant path, and I'm like, oh, you should do this. And, you know,
Yeah,
we sort of, like,
okay,
compare a little
all
bit.
right. Yeah, I start to chisel out an inlay of.
Well, by the light, that one's good.
Hey,
He comes
thank
out and
you.
he's inspecting the final pew. Oh, we'll put that one at the front, I think. Look at that. That looks
Yeah, I think.
that's good work. Hey, what are you
Thank you.
doing?
That's the cutest one we have, right?
Why don't you do this instead of going out fighting with rocks?
Well, my family are craftspeople, and I.
Family are?
Yeah.
Who's
Yeah,
your
yeah.
family?
Well, I mean, does the name Abercrombie ring any bells?
I'm gonna roll a dice for him. See if it means anything. He says, Abercrombie. I know him. Of course. How could I have forgot?
Well, I am Fitch.
You're Fitch Abercrombie.
Well, I was just one of the kids. Yeah, I'm just one of the
And your
descendants of
your
the Abercrombie
father
family.
I forget his name. Was old Bill,
Bill, no,
Trevor
Oh, yeah.
Thick, Bill,
Travis. Knows Travis.
Travis Abercrombie, and he did great work, just like his son. And you're coming out here and doing this. For us,
You.
you could be doing this.
Well, I mean,
Plenty of places in town.
There are plenty of places. I don't want to do this. There's magic in my blood, and I need to harness it. That's all.
You should take this as a special piece then, perhaps. Be careful. The people here will covet it.
I'm gonna put this at the front. Help me get this to the front, Tura.
Do I recognize the Abercrombie name?
You're from the area, right? You
South.
probably
Yeah,
From
give me a history check, I guess.
Ugh. 5.
I guess you maybe didn't spend much time in New Runenstein.
Nope, probably not.
Also, it's like, I guess it's pretty specific. If you, I don't know why you in particular would have really run into the Abercrombie name. If someone explained it to you, you'd probably be like, wow, that's those guys, but I don't think it would just like jump out at you. It's not like,
Yeah.
he's like
Alright,
ah,
let's get to
Steve
this
Jobs,
bench.
and you're like, Steve Jobs, I know who that is. So yeah, no, I don't think you recognize it.
I start hefting the bench into the
He
church.
doesn't help you at all. He says, help me, but then he makes you do it entirely alone.
Yeah, perfect.
I give him a side eye, which I think Fitch would probably notice.
He's just like, a little more to the left, honey, a little more to the left. You know what?
I'm
No,
trying.
back to the right, back to the right. It's
I
better
make it
there.
look like I'm lifting it, but I'm not helping at all.
You know what? Split the
You're the one with
difference.
the vision.
Split the difference. Put it in there, please. Would you look at that? Would you look at that? Okay. A job well done. Job well
Thank you.
done. All right, well,
Job well done.
it's been wonderful having you in town. And you do come on back. You know, maybe water under the bridge with the
That's what
whole
they say.
pews, and you did your time.
Have you learned your lesson, Mr. Fitch?
I don't even. Yeah, I don't know what I'm supposed to learn. I guess. Don't break the pews. I guess I don't.
Well,
It's
we
the
could probably
magic. I'm powerful, and I need to harness the magic. Maybe that's it. Maybe I need to take the faith.
Perhaps the
hiring?
lesson here is that you should stop shying away from yourself. And
Oh,
perhaps these
maybe.
accidents will not happen very often.
Okay, I like that.
Here you go, son. He turns around and he fishes out from a bag a little gem, and it's kind of a very pale orange color, sunstone, and he places
boy.
it into your hand. There you go, it's
I
a
reach it.
sunstone.
I reach for it with the hand that has the mark. Does it hurt?
No.
Okay, great. I go right, perfect. Right.
A blessed
mark covered.
sunstone.
Yeah, it's covered.
The blessed
It's
sunstone.
what's sunstone? Cool. What does it do? Anything? Any
It's just
kind of rock? It's a
it is a-
sunstone. Is
it
it
is
from the sun?
a direct gesture from yourself to the goddess Surreal.
Thank you. It's very kind. Maybe
All
I'll put
right.
it
I
into
would say
something.
this helps ward off evil in some places. Perhaps it will help us.
Mm.
And
I'm
I
sure it
reach
will.
into my belt and like jangle the pouch, which you would see is full of sunstones.
Whoa. Okay. Yeah, we're in good
All
company.
right, now. Wonderful having y'all. Tura, anytime.
Do not mention it.
Okay, now. Go on with Surreal. Let no shadow endure where her light may fall.
Thank you.
Let
Thank
the
you.
light be within you.
Yeah,
As it will cast on us all.
that's right.
Walking away.
Yeah,
Alrighty.
he's just desperately trying to get you out. Oh, and
Oh,
make sure you stop by the sheriff's office. Let him know you're leaving town. You don't like it when you don't say bye.
okay, we'll do that. Yeah, well, let's.
He's pretty much exclusively looking at Rickard, but
I'm glaring at him the whole time.
he gives you the biggest, widest grin.
I'm on to you. And whip my cloak and walk out.
Dora, am I
Sure.
the most attractive of carpenters you've ever met? Would you
Oh.
call me a cutie pie of the pews? Because that would be...
Well, I've only met one carpenter before, but sure. Very cute.
Do you mean like a beauty pie?
I feel like he was building up to
I don't know
something
why
there.
everyone's quiet right now. I'm standing right
I
next
don't know
door.
why any of you. You're like fading out as if I'm the main character of the show with this preacher. And
that's
it's
right.
weird. The camera's
was
following you. It's not staying in the church. The camera. There's a boom operator chasing after Fitch right now.
Going. He's lowering it closer and closer to
Yeah.
his face.
This fish just gets quieter and quieter.
The director is shooting filthy looks towards the sound engineer. He's like pressing all these buttons on that fucking thing they have.
Bottom part of the script, it says, or the picture that is on this.
Have you got
foldout
PB's rewrite?
Yeah, I think
it
it's
said
supposed
11
to
a.m.
fade
PB rewrite.
after we left the church.
Right.
Yeah.
All right,
so
you
it's
fade
like-
out. Where do we
Fade
where do
out
we
while
where do
Cord
we
makes a
fade
subtle
back in?
joke. Right.
We're about 10 days down the road. I think we're about to turn the quest in, I
Yeah,
think.
that's all right. We're level 5 now.
Where within the
One of
Fine
us
now,
has lost an arm.
Fitch and Tor are happily married.
I guess the question is, what do you do immediately next?
Oh, well,
We go
I get-
get
we go to
the get
Sure.
the wagon, right, and the horse.
Yeah, you head over to where the stable hands have your wagon kept. He comes out and provides you. I think he was like West Country White. He said, "Oh, we got you this. It's all been looked
Right.
after. Don't worry, nothing's stolen. There you go. All your stuff's in the back, and it is still there." He brings around Keorki, and then he brings around a donkey, and then he brings around a horse called
Is it our
Keorki. It's your giant
Different
donkey. It's a horse called Keorki, and it's also just Keorki walks around the
Keorki
corner
is
as
here.
well. My
With some boba.
is my friend, and then then
Just taking a nap.
Yeah, they hook up the horses to the wagon. They've been fed. They give you some feed to last for a few days of travel. You guys pack up all your things, get up on the wagon. I guess show the wagon to Tura and explain. I don't know if Tura knew what the quest was. Does Tura know the quest yet?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you
delivering
did.
the
You did
He knows
explain
the
it,
quest.
yeah. So you see the mithril, and the wagon. Got, I'm presuming, is
Yeah.
driving again.
Yes.
I'm in the back, like going over. I'm going over a song, like I'm practicing.
Right. Who's on the
I've
front
got to
with
get
Got?
better.
I will be.
Okay.
We're going
Can I
south,
sit on the
right?
back with my legs dangling down?
You can.
You need a
do,
Is it
booster
like an
for
open
that to be
back?
legal.
You can do whatever you want. Okay.
Excellent. Let's sit on the back with my legs dangling down.
Cool. And then you
People
leave
know that
town.
is a donkey. It's the same
Yes, it's a
record as
very
we're
large donkey.
leaving. Okay.
A very
large
large
and very
donkey.
useful donkey.
Very, very large. Singing about a donkey now.
I sit my head back and just seem to tune you out a little bit. A little
Half
smile on my
his
face.
songs are about ass.
Oh, duh. Or just
But
us.
I give the people what they want.
What I would like is silence.
Whoa.
Really? Well, I suppose you don't have to join us.
Told
If I
you.
join you, do I have to put up with lots of noise for forever? Or is this, do you quieten down when you get bored?
Sometimes it's quiet.
Okay. Just so I know what to expect.
Are you leaving town?
Yes.
We gotta go
Yeah,
to the
we're
sheriff. We
ambling
gotta
out.
let him know that we're leaving, right?
We're leaving. What more could he care about?
I don't know. He's your friend.
He's not my friend. I'm pretty sure he wants to pull my testicles off. All right, let's go past. Let's go past the sheriff's office really fast, and we'll just say, "We're leaving. Goodbye, sheriff."
Did you,
Yeah, I
did you
hear
tell
that,
him you
God,
were
real
going to
fast.
say goodbye? Do you have to do
No.
this? Or is this something you
I
were
don't
avoiding?
remember. Maybe?
You do not remember. Is it?
Yeah, it was literally a week ago.
Do you actually don't remember?
I actually don't remember if he said that or
Were
not.
they supposed to?
What's his
Or
name
is it
said
just the
that?
priest?
He said
The
priest
priest
should have
said-
told
The
us.
priest
Yeah.
said you should go and say goodbye to him.
Yeah.
Right. I think he said, I never want to, like,
He said, I don't want to
see
hear
you or hear about any
you've
problems
done
with you
anything."
again.
Yeah.
Oh.
The choice is yours.
All right. Choice is yours.
I'll
He
do.
did say
I'll
he
do.
didn't
We'll
wanna
do
see
it.
him.
Yeah, that's. I
He'd
mean,
be
that,
going
we
against
could
his wishes.
interpret it that way.
Leaving town.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
And
Leave.
you are heading out along a different road now. The road that you came in on comes into town from the southeast, and you're heading out the southwest route, which will take you down towards Emberstead. It actually connects back onto the iron route that you went on.
As we
before.
ride out from the main entrance of this new gate, in the carriage, you may feel a as you lift up on one side, as we ride over a not so suspicious bump in the road.
Well, you don't, actually.
Oh, okay.
Because before you get to that bump in the road,
There seems to be something in the wheel. Why are we moving? Let me hop off and move it.
you hear a voice say,
Well, now, look who didn't say bye.
in the middle of the road, with an uncovered
Told you. He told you.
corpse,
Holster.
ripped apart, shredded corpse, hands on his hips, is Sheriff Warble. And he is standing in the middle of the road, Superman stance, just blocking the wagon as you attempt to leave town.
This is your problem.
We were just about to say bye. Were we?
Hello, Sheriff. You know how you said you didn't want me to bother you again, so we thought we'd just leave.
Does this belong to you?
What is that? What is
Oh, we
that?
discarded that.
Yeah, what is that?
I mean, what
hop
is
off
that?
the wagon and come get a closer look at this mangled
It's you know what?
flesh.
Make me an investigation check.
We're all trying to
Shape it
figure
has to
out who
be in
did
by
this.
now. Like,
Oh,
there's no
no.
guts
One.
left. It's just like bones with a
A
few
one.
scraps of
It is.
flesh.
Yeah, it's the corpse of maybe a human, a small one. It's been shredded and ripped apart. The eyeballs are gone. The head has been scalped. The clothing's all ripped apart, and it was clearly like buried and then unburied, just barely off the side of the road or in the road is what I'm got.
Inexplicably sopping wet.
Was wet, a little burned.
You told me your friend died from a rock. This. I'm
Yes,
sort of like looking
yes.
between them, like.
Is that our
Our friend
friend?
did. Die from, how do you hold on? Do you have any proof that that's her?
Do you take other corpses around with you usually? Do you make a habit?
She
of
had
this?
red hair.
Yeah, show us her hair.
This looks like the corpse of the young lady that you brought into town and then left up on the steps of the church. It looks like the animals got to it.
Shoot, that's gross.
Outside of town, right? I mean, kinda. I'm just asking if it belongs to you, that's all. No, you can have it. All right. Now, I'm gonna ask all of you nicely to come with me into town.
What purpose? For what purpose, sir? We've broken no laws.
We're leaving.
You kinda have broken a law.
What law was that?
You buried a corpse of somebody maybe half a foot into the road.
I look at God.
The side of the road. Barely. This ain't a graveyard. And you basically didn't bury it. You just left it kind of covered
We
in
have no
Okay.
money to pay for a grave. We're working really hard. I just had to spend 3 days building pews because of my rot magic.
I would
And
lend you
now-
the shovel.
Well, it just so happens that I did purchase a shovel in the shop in town, so we'll go bury it right now. And I pull out a shovel.
Look at that
All right.
brand new sharp shovel. Wow.
Go ahead. A little further off the road would be nice.
Okay.
And then we can leave.
Come on, Gots, let's go. And I'm just
Gang.
shooting nervous glances. Yes, we have to bury it 6 feet deep, Got. The animals don't get to it.
And maybe our new friend could say a couple words.
Boy, I do not know this person.
You don't have to, don't you? Aren't you like you got the radiant? You're church person. You can talk
already-
about the dead.
Did they follow the path of the Radiance? Did they follow
Sure.
Israel?
Yeah, whatever.
I have no idea. She was. Is there a path of the greedy and annoying?
It sounds like you are not very good friends with her to begin with.
Not really.
I was trying.
We were trying. We were trying. It was difficult.
This is embarrassing for you.
It's pretty closed. She was pretty closed off. She didn't really
I fancy
want.
God. How did you bury this in the first place?
How?
Oh. This mangled corpse. And I obviously look at his hands, which yesterday were covered in dirt and blood.
With my hands. As
Of
I had
course.
to take some liberties on customs.
Then perhaps we should give her a proper burial as her.
I gave her a proper burial. This is blasphemy.
A deep burial. A proper deep burial.
A proper deep burial. Okay.
That's what I'm saying. And then you can make it a proper deep one. With your ways.
Very well. Lead the way and we'll give her a deep one.
Give it to her deep. Come on.
What? You've got the shovel.
Yes, I do have the shovel. I
Would
hand it
this,
to God.
would this satisfy you, Sheriff, if I bring these people over to a better patch and we bury this person, whatever is left of it, in a more dignified manner?
If y'all don't bury this body, every single one of you's gonna do time.
I'm not involved in this. This has nothing to do with me.
You on there,
I'm not
Carrie?
involved with this either. I just spent 3 days in a divine prison.
You
I
all
did
on
what
that
I was
carriage?
told to do.
Anybody on that carriage there? Y'all working
Jump off the-
together. I don't know if
jump
you
off the
snapped this
carriage.
girl's neck, and I don't care. I want it off the road. I want it buried, and then maybe I'll let you get out of town.
Oh, I think you will.
Excuse me.
What are you doing?
I
Why are you...
said. I think you probably will.
You are barred from ever entering this town again.
All of us are just him. All of us are just him. Okay.
He pokes Rickard on the chest the way that Rickard did to him. Giant meaty orc finger.
Breaks it
I
open.
want to know what level this fucking sheriff is.
Okay. Give me an insight check.
Probably
Another
higher than
check.
2, I'm guessing.
I mean, the priest is level 12, no?
Right.
15.
Way higher than level 2. This guy single-handedly keeps... there is no
Keeps
other
the
people
town. Yeah.
that keep the peace here. There
He
isn't
is the
like
whole
there isn't
department.
even military presence. There's just him. He's a Taras.
He's a sheriff.
I say, what I meant to say was, Sheriff, I know that we're going to do such a good job that your justice would shine forth and, of course, let us go on our way, because that's the kind of sheriff you are.
Why ain't you shoveling civil time? Come on now.
I'm on it right now. But you'll lift the ban, though, right?
No,
Okay.
I'll never lift that ban.
Well,
We should probably write this down.
The only time you can ever come back into Sunreach again is when I'm dead.
uh-huh.
So there's a chance.
How old are you?
We have very short lifespans.
Just make you a floor.
Oh yeah, I don't know. I don't know how old I am.
You look like you're
Who am I?
58? 64? In celebration of the Nintendo 64?
You ain't shoveling.
All right, come on, let's go, everyone. And I'll I'll try to like pick up the body by like the edges of the cloak, like I'm picking. And I'll start to walk off towards a tree.
All right. That's where we're going to end today's session. As you head over to a tree and begin to actually bury Seth. It's taken 3 sessions.
This is the
She's dead.
fourth
She's been
attempt,
dead
I
for almost a
think.
month.
The fourth attempt of trying to bury her.
She said she likes it where she is. She's fine.
All right. Now, it's time for the best bit of the entire show, which I'm hoping is extremely short because I am so hot. It's unbelievable.
So over it.
It is.
So hard.
Take it. So you make it. All right, let's see what he's got for us this week.
Yeah, I made this up right now.
Oh, okay.
No way.
Had one job.
Yeah, this is it.
Yep.
I am the Magma Lord of the Magma Mountain. You, Leah, tell me why I should let you leave my domain.
Well, why, I gave you an offering. I bought you, it was a ring. It was a lovely ring, it was. It was inscribed with something. Don't know what, but this little creature after me really wanted it. And I gave it to you.
I hate rings. You are damned to an eternity of magma. That's the end. That's the end.
Thank you so much for watching Sidequest. Please, for the love of God, tune into our other shows. This is a terrible example of what we produce here on Tablestory. We're capable of much better. Not just this show. Every single person at this table is capable of so much better. Please tune in to the other shows throughout the week. And enjoy them. I am melting. We're going to go and record a quick green room before we die. Next week, tune in for the conclusion of finally Seth gets buried and new character Kira. What's her name?
Hoorah!
Ura.
Dinosaur
Tura
hunter.
the hottie.
Tura the hottie.
My God.
Is now part of the gang, and as soon
Fabulous 3.
as I get artwork, you'll have a panel that reveals that you're a
will be
paladin.
recognized.
Thank you so much for
my God,
watching,
what?
everyone.
A paladin?
Oh my God, she's a paladin. And see you next week. Bye, everyone. Thanks for watching. Bye.
Bye! Oh my god, bye! Thanks for watching.